Welcome to this week's edition of EBC Sports International. And here's this week's headlines. Tragedy takes life of NBA great Kobe Bryant. Laker Nation invades Madison Square Garden and Barclays Center. Clippers and Magic struggle with loss of Kobe. Purple and gold shines through NYC. Fans gather at Staples Center, the house that Kobe built. And Mamba mentality lives on at Sports Academy. Hello everyone, I am Aljamain Santos, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to this week's episode of EBC Sports International. On January 26th, Kobe Bryant passed away. The impact of his death created a ripple effect of shock and grief from the NBA to the music industry, entertainment, politics, professional and amateur sports, and of course, to the fans who love the NBA All-Star and two-time gold medalist. In this episode, our bureaus will take you to different parts of the country to show you just how great an impact Kobe Bryant had. Adian Pangilinan from our Southern Ontario Bureau begins by reminding us just how accomplished this NBA superstar was. Here's the story.
On Sunday, January 26th, former NBA star Kobe Bryant passed away at the age of 41. Bryant was involved in a helicopter accident along with 8 others in Calabasas, California. Passengers were on their way to the Mamba Academy, where dozens of children awaited their arrival for a basketball practice which would take place later that day. Sadly, Gianna, who is Bryant's 13-year-old daughter, better known as Gigi Bryant, was also aboard the helicopter and was presumed dead along with a few of her teammates and their parents. Residents in the area had difficulty seeing the helicopter through the fog on that Sunday morning, but they could hear the crash from their homes. When paramedics arrived on scene, there were no survivors. In the last month, the NBA mourned 2 legends of the sport. First, NBA Commissioner Emeritus David Stern, and now Kobe Bryant. This shocked the entire NBA community and its fans, as Kobe Bryant was a beloved figure, best known for his elite work ethic and self-proclaimed Mamba mentality. He resonated with an entire generation of players and fans worldwide, which is why he has been honored in dozens of ways, from social media posts to tributes at the Grammys, to basketball courts and memorials in the Philippines. Even the small town in Italy, which Bryant spent time during his childhood, is renaming a square in his honor. League-wide, we have seen teams let the first possession of the game run on as a 24-second shot clock violation to honor the jersey number worn by Bryant, number 24. This will be a year where tributes will continue all throughout to honor his remarkable playing career. He was drafted in 1996 and played 20 seasons in the NBA. The first 10 years of his career, he wore the number 8 and won 3 championships alongside Shaquille O'Neal. In the latter half of his career, he wore number 24, which was the first number he wore at Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia. He went on to be an 18-time All-Star and 5-time champion, including 2 Finals MVPs and 1 regular season MVP. But it was more than just his awards that was so appealing to fans. He had so many breathtaking moments, like scoring 81 points in a game, the second most all time, or scoring dozens of buzzer-beating shots to win the game. He was a performer at the highest level. And perhaps what's most fascinating is that it wasn't just basketball in which he excelled. He adopted the Mamba mentality to be a way of thinking in all aspects of life. He inspired many to put forth their very best effort and to work tirelessly towards perfection. He was successful with his business ventures, dancing, rapping, playing piano, coaching his daughter's basketball team, writing children's stories and autobiographies, selling basketball sneakers, and most famously for winning an Oscar. He won the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film for his film, Dear Basketball. Perhaps what is most tragic is that the second part of his career after basketball was just getting started and may have been even more impactful than his professional playing career. We will never get to find out what could have been, both for Kobe and his daughter. Although Kobe Bryant is gone, his legacy still lives on in the players we watch today. Kyrie Irving learned to be clutch like Kobe. DeMar DeRozan patterned his footwork after Kobe. Devin Booker learned his fadeaway jumper from Kobe. And Giannis Antetokounmpo trained as hard as he does because of Kobe. His life will never be forgotten. From Southern Ontario, I'm Adian Pangilinan, Eagle News 1/25.
When we return, Laker Nation invades Madison Square Garden and Barclays Center. Clippers and Magic struggle with the loss of Bryant. And Purple and Gold shines through NYC. EBC Sports International will be back in a moment. Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to this edition of EBC Sports International. I am Aljamain Santos, broadcasting from Las Vegas. Thanks for staying with us. Now, to understand the legacy of Kobe Bryant, one must know the immense popularity of Lakers Nation worldwide. Although located on the other coast of the Lakers' home court in LA, New York City is home to many Laker fans. Tenny Sumagi brings us the story.
It was showtime at two of New York City's largest arenas, where basketball fans love to root for their home team. But when the Los Angeles Lakers come to town, fans become divided or prominent in their purple and gold gear. At the Garden, fans hovered around the arena to watch the team warm up and patiently waited for their favorite team players to come out. Crosstown over to Brooklyn, where former net Jared Dudley's buzzer-beating three in the third quarter erupted Barclays Center.
Man, it's crazy how powerful they are. You can hear them every game. It affects the game. They affect the outcome. They give us energy. I never seen anything like that. And if once we win the championship, there'll be the huge reason why of us getting home court and leaning on them before the game, pre-game, and during the game.
The King believes that Laker Nation are the best fans in the world.
I love our fans. We got the best fans in the world. They come out to every single road game that we've played, no matter where we've played, and we hear them every single time. So we feel like, part of the reason why we have the best road record now is because some games we feel like we're just in Staples because they come and they support us, and that's big time for us as players, and we love every moment of it.
With the untimely death of Kobe Bryant, the Lakers will need to navigate through this tragedy as they aim to win their 17th championship in franchise history. A great way to honor his legacy and to finish the season with a beautiful storybook ending.
I hope so. I mean, that's what you hope for. We don't know. It's
Lucky
the story.
you.
the chapter isn't over. The book isn't ended. We're halfway through. So hopefully, we'll give it a nice little storybook ending.
Signing off here from Madison Square Garden, I'm Tenny Sumagi for Eagle News 1/25.
From Laker Nation to Clipper Nation, the tragic death of Kobe made the game between the Clippers and the Orlando Magic a very difficult game to play. Melissa Potez has a story from Orlando's Amway Center.
Hours after the loss of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, the LA Clippers and the Orlando Magic took the court at Amway Center. The atmosphere was different, somber for a basketball game. They honored the Black Mamba with a moment of silence, and like previous games that day, a 24-second shot clock violation and an 8-second backcourt violation were made by each team to chants of While the Clippers would win 112-97, the sentiment was the same. This game was different.
And I told our guys, I don't know, before the game, I don't know how you handle this. I don't, it's such a shock. Some of you may not feel anything right now. You may come out during the game. We're not prepared. Nobody is for tragedies like this. We just aren't. And, it was a tough night.
It was tough. It was quiet before the game. It's hard to focus because, of course, it's bigger than basketball. What happened. it's hard to even talk about. It's hard to focus. So we try to, we went out there, tried our best, try to keep our minds off it, but it's definitely hard.
It was tough. It just didn't felt a little bit. It's hard to explain. It just didn't feel right. Playing out there, it was just it was sad. It was just, I don't know. It's hard to explain how it just wasn't. Definitely wasn't a normal feeling being out there.
Definitely different, and it's just a different feeling for sure. You can sense it in the locker room. Doc said his guys were the same way. So it's a tough day. It's a tough day for our league and just for sports fans and obviously his family and the people that knew him. And there's not many guys like him. So it's a difficult day for sure.
After the game, players and fans reminisced about what Kobe meant to them and to the sports world.
He came out as one of the guys that straight out of high school and no college. And the first year that he played, he was second guessing himself and maybe I should have stayed with it, should have stayed in college, didn't get a lot of playing time. Coaching staff wasn't exactly agreeing with what he wanted to do, and he became one of the best players to ever be on planet Earth. The impact that he's brought to this sport, it's unfathomable. You can't really fathom it. It's unfathomable, but it's huge.
Kobe and I've had some interactions over the years, becoming acquainted, and this past summer it really felt like, he started to develop a mentorship with me, and it was a beautiful thing, just to get to experience some of the things that he was teaching us about the game of basketball. My rookie year in Philly, the game we played against them, he had to surpass Shaq. He needed like 23, 4 points, something like that, and he did it in the first half, setting he hit like 3 threes in a row, like crazy shots, just Kobe at his best, and I was really wild in that moment. So that's really a great memory I have of him live. That was the first time playing against him, and that was just wow.
He means a lot to all of us, whether you knew him personally, had conversations with him, or just watched him growing up. He means a lot to a lot of people, and he gave us that drive when you felt like you wanted to quit. He had that Mamba mentality where he instilled that in all of us, just through his hard work. So it was hard. It's definitely a real tough loss for everyone.
In the words of Kobe Bryant, the most important thing, the thing that unites all of us, is that we can inspire and challenge one another to be better and do something great for each other. In Orlando, Florida, Melissa Potas, Eagle News, always one with 25.
On Friday night, LeBron James delivered a moving speech about Kobe in front of a very emotional crowd at the Staples Center before the Laker game against the Portland Trail Blazers. At the end of his speech, he mentioned that Kobe is not forgotten. We go back to New York, where purple and gold shine brightly through the city's famous landmarks as fans remember the Black Mamba.
It's another guy that I looked up to when I was in grade school and high school, and seeing him come straight out of high school, he someone that I use as inspiration. I was like, wow, seeing a kid 17 years old coming into the NBA and trying to make an impact on the franchise. It was like I used that as motivation. He helped me, before he even knew of me because of what he was able to do. So just to be able to, at this point in my career, to share the same, jersey that he wore, be with this historical franchise, and just represent the purple and gold, it's very humbling. It's dope. Kobe's a legend.
A decorated world-class champion, an Oscar winner, a book author, a loving family man, a great mentor, role model, and a global icon. The world currently in shock of the tragic loss of NBA legend Kobe Bryant. In the city that never sleeps, the legacy that the 18-time All-Star established on and off the court is greatly admired and serves as an inspiration to vicariously live through his Mamba mentality approach.
His work ethic was just crazy. Nobody practiced like he did. Nobody worked hard like he did.
I feel like Kobe really connected with me because with a lot of us, because he has that Mamba mentality. It really showed us that if you really work hard at your craft, you can really extend yourself and really go past your limits. And like if you think about Kobe, like his physique, he's not like LeBron, he's not like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? But he was the hardest worker out of all of them. And I think his 5 championships, his own accomplishments speak for itself.
Great champions leave great legacies, as Mamba mentality will live on forever. From New York, Tenny Samagi, Eagle News, 1/25.
New York City holds a special place in Kobe's career. The Laker legend broke Michael Jordan's record for the most points scored by an opponent at basketball's Mecca with 61 points in 2009. Houston Rockets guard James Harden matched Bryant's record last year at the Garden. Coming up, fans gather at Staples Center, the house that Kobe built. And Mamba mentality lives on at Sports Academy. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back to this edition of EBC Sports International. I'm Aljamain Santos, broadcasting from Las Vegas. The impact of Kobe Bryant's death was felt all over the world, but none more so than in Southern California, where Kobe built his NBA career and made his home. Ken Cruz takes us first to Staples Center, and after that, fans converged at the Mamba Sports Academy, where Kobe instilled the Mamba mentality to the youth.
Hey, Eagle News, Ken Cruz here. I'm actually here in downtown Los Angeles at LA Live, across from the Staples Center, where thousands and thousands of Lakers fans Kobe fans have gathered to pay their respects to the late Kobe Bryant and his daughter, Gianna. I've been here in the Staples Center covering for Eagle News so many times for Laker games, including Kobe's jersey retirement, and during all those times everyone here is extremely happy, joyous, and this is quite the opposite of that. And it's just tough. I mean, I'm 31 years old, and when Kobe came into the league in 1996, I was 8, and so I grew up to Kobe as a boy, as a teenager, and even as a man for his 20 years in the NBA, and so he's my hero, and this has been a huge loss, not just for me, but obviously for the city of LA, and it seems like the world in general. This has been tough news, and respects to the family. For Eagle News, Ken Cruz, always 1/25.
Now to Northern California, people continue to gather to remember the life and legacy of basketball legend Kobe Bryant.
I just woke up, I checked my phone, and all I see is the news, and it just hit me really hard. He was a big role model in my life. He taught me a lot of things, perseverance, just to keep going, and it was just a really big shock to me.
I was just in complete shock. I kind of thought it was an internet hoax or something that just came out. Kobe was a person I thought would never die. He was just a person I thought would live forever. For sure. I was actually at a friend's house, and she told me the news, and I didn't believe it. I just said, that's not true. And then next thing you know, I turn on the news and I see that a helicopter crashed, but they haven't released who was on the helicopter. And then 30 minutes later, they confirmed that he was on. And I just started crying because Kobe was just an idol for me. I grew up playing basketball. my brother. I've coached my brother in basketball. He's looked up to Kobe, and he's just a household name that we just grew up to watch.
No, I was coming out of the gym, and I do Zumba. So I was on a high when I left the gym, and I got an alert, Facebook alert. So that's how I found out it was on Facebook. Initially, it was just a helicopter crash. They didn't really confirm yet, but it was a possibility that he was on the helicopter. And so I immediately Googled, because I know there's a lot of hoax, especially with celebrities. And so I immediately Googled it. It still didn't say anything yet. And then I called my brother, he didn't answer, and then my daughter called me. And she was home, and it was breaking on the news. And she told me, and at that time I was already sobbing. I mean, I had this feeling that it was true. And so it was just a overwhelming, numbing, can't believe it, no way, not Kobe. And I've been following him we're the same age, we're a month apart, since high school. And I've been to his games. I followed him on social media. I've seen his kids grow up. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The pain of the 9 lives lost is still fresh in the heart of mourners. But as is the human condition, people find comfort in community. That point proven here at the Mamba Sports Academy, where the arrival of those wishing to pay their respects will no doubt continue in the days ahead. I'm Jason Gabrantina, Eagle News, and I am 1 with 25.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of EBC Sports International. Be sure to join us for our next episode. Make sure to visit our websites at eaglenews.net and eaglenewslive.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/eaglenewsph. Thanks for watching. I am Aljamain Santos, 1 with 25.